Wait. Oh, hey.
Hey y'all. Welcome to my Okay. That's how we doing.
That's how we doing it tonight.
We do not own the rights to this song or any music that we play, Facebook,
None of that.
World Wide Web. We just like to listen and groove.
Oh, shit. Okay, let me stop. All right. This make me just want to just. I think today is the day. Today is Thursday. How you doing, sis? I'm gonna cut it
Hey,
off for a minute because I'm gonna get so into it. I'm just be
right.
pow.
Hey y'all, welcome to my sister's house. I am your host, Summer Rain, and we have our beautiful co-host on here, Touche. Hey,
How y'all doing?
baby.
Hey, honey.
I was around some Geechee people last night.
Get They're regular people.
I love Geechee. I love it. I love it. How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing?
My hair, man.
Y'all, I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna be able to go through the rest of the show without telling y'all what just happened to me like 2 minutes ago. So y'all know I'm at my best friend's house, right? And y'all know them little bar chairs, the little high bar chairs or whatever. So one of them was sent to the side. So I'm like, I'm gonna just grab the chair, get my setup on, whatever. Well, the baby had told me the chair was broke. I'm sitting in this chair, trying to get comfortable and stuff, and whoop, I was on the floor.
All you hear was and the camera just went no summer, y'all. I didn't know it. Usually I laugh at first, but I'm like, are you okay over there? Because she didn't say anything. Then she started laughing.
I was stunned. I was so stunned. My ass was on the floor.
I wanted to see. You should have brought the camera down with you.
Y'all, so while I go upstairs, I got a bar stool that's metal. That one was wood. So when I go downstairs, my baby she said, "Are you okay? I thought it was an earthquake. You scared me."
Wait a minute, that's funny. It's funny, not funny.
It is funny.
She's so wrong.
Cause all the kids was like, "Are you okay?" Yo, I'm crying right now.
I'm trying not to. I got all this stuff.
I was so stunned that I and I couldn't even stop it. It happened so fast. Oh my god.
It did, because we was just talking, and next thing you know, it was like bam. Down comes Humpty Dumpty.
Down goes Frazier. There goes
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna say Frazier. Y'all have to excuse me. I don't know what it is with me today. Wait, let me see it again.
Don't try to cover him up now.
I know I keep seeing they keep my bra keep popping out.
They want to come out and play. Tell them to chill till we go to Vegas.
That's why I got the song playing.
I've been on my lollipop game too, though.
Huh?
For some reason, I've been on my lollipop game.
I don't know what it is. I just went to the store, got a whole bunch of this sweet and sours. Right. Anyway, I don't know about that one.
I ain't been on that lollipop gang in a while, y'all, to be honest. I don't know when
I haven't done it all. At all. So you're on vacation. I'm stuck back here. It's cool. That's all right.
But we're gonna be on vacation together in like 2 weeks.
Hey, Antonio.
Hey, Antonio.
Right. You didn't spell it right because I was looking.
I ain't no horse now. I mean, I got a little stallion thing going, but I ain't no horse, baby.
That stallion thing had you down.
You know what? They used to be one of my stripper names when I first got to Orlando.
Stallion?
A DJ named me that. DJ Play. Yep. 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 What y'all? How y'all doing out there? What y'all doing today? Y'all ready to get this show on the road and start? Because right now we just laying yapping. Did I say
Right.
it? I said it.
Lanyap.
Laying
We got
yapping.
some of this lanyap going on up in here today. Don't know if y'all seen the topic. The topic is
Don't brush me off.
right.
Let's talk about it.
I was about to call it something else.
I know.
Yeah,
I seen your face.
don't brush me off. Now, how many people has had someone brush their feelings off or not? Just the things that you do or the things that you say, and just act like they're the utmost important one, and you're down here. Because I see your hand, Summer. Church
Me.
fan. Okay.
Me.
Right. But see, going through this topic today, it really struck a nerve in my family because my sister called me from Florida and she was really bothered by this topic. Really bothered.
Because it
But,
happens so often.
huh?
It
Yeah,
happens so
it
often.
happens. But
Every 10 seconds it happens.
but it all depends on the person, you know, because you got one person and one justification, then you got another person that really don't care about you receiving the justification.
Right.
It's like, how can you disregard me? But you want me to hold you up high, but you gonna disregard me. Right. It's just how it goes. I wasn't gonna drink out the bottle tonight. I put it in the glass.
Y'all, I didn't have time. Hey, mommy. I didn't have time to put it in the bottle. I fell on the floor. so, so that took some time.
Bam.
It was loud too.
It
Anyway,
was. I didn't know what happened. I always know you just disappeared out of the picture.
I'm gonna I'm gonna pay for it probably later on tonight.
Man, me and this side.
Chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang. I love you.
Right. Gracious.
All right,
So
let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
right.
So, what is disregard? To disregard something is to ignore it or to deliberately pay it no attention. Sometimes the word is used to mean neglect, implying that something important is not being taken care of. The act of treating someone or something as unworthy of regard or notice. The state of being disregarded, see disregarding. And neglect show complete disregard for the rules. Now, blatant disregard, excuse me. Y'all see where my mind is at with the subject. Okay, so blatant disregard means an incident where the real, significant, and imminent risk of harm would be so obvious to a reasonable parent or caretaker that it is unlikely that a reasonable parent or caretaker would have exposed the child to the danger without exercising precautionary measures to protect the child from harm. Now, this does not just pertain to children; it
No.
pertains to adults as well.
Well, yeah.
You hear people say all the time the blatant disrespect.
Mm-hmm. So it okay. So when you come up in that whole definition on that part, a parent child thing, um, that's where that's where things start to come in play. Where all right, so you treat me like a child. That person who is really blatantly disregarding, I was about to say disrespect, disregarding you, they're treating you as if you are a child. That's how you treat a child.
You
Like,
should
I really
know.
don't, well, you shouldn't, but I'm just saying that's what it is. Like, my authority is so high, I have no regards for you. So, not having regards for a person, does that person genuinely love you? Um, have some type of trust with you? I don't think so. Because that person, that's like the definition, especially in relationships, friendships, and family. If that person treats you like that, that's like sleeping with the enemy, or hanging out with the enemy. And it's just like, I mean, You're always looking over your shoulder. You're always questioning what they're doing or what they're saying. I don't
Right.
know. It's me.
Right.
I don't know. That's how I
Y'all,
see things.
I need
Hmm.
y'all to do me a favor. Y'all call in. Call in and let us know some situations where you felt like you were. Now, I'm not gonna say felt like it where you were, because when you say you felt like it, or when somebody like, well, you feel that way,
You
that's
disregard it.
disregarding. So
Mhm.
call in 407 632 3827.
Girl
Don't
is 3627. She can't read, y'all. So it's 407 632 3627.
ain't that what I said?
No,
3627.
honey. You said 38.
Three. I said 36, and watch when we play this back. It's gonna say 3627. But
Don't do that to me. Don't do that.
I can't. I can't read though. I
I
can't
heard
read.
8, and I know some of y'all out there heard 8. Okay.
Let me
But
tell me what y'all heard. Ma, what y'all heard? Ma, yeah, what y'all heard? To me, what y'all heard? This
mm,
did y'all hear
mm,
8 or 6?
I heard an 8. I
I
don't care
might
how
say
you
eight.
look.
I don't remember.
Don't do that.
I'm
Don't
still
do that.
stuck on the floor right now. So I I don't
You
know.
scared to move, or you all right now?
No, I'm all right. I'm all right. Just feel a little bit more sturdy. All right, so
Woo.
we're gonna get into some personality disorders. We got this from Merck Manual Mental Health Disorder. So, antisocial personality disorder. Why did I just sound further?
Right, that's what that sound
My
like.
tongue got stuck. Antisocial personality disorder is characterized by a persuasive pattern of disregard for consequences and for the rights of others. Man, when I tell y'all, it was at one point in time, I'm not gonna lie, I was at that person where I just didn't care about nobody and nothing, how you felt. I didn't care if I went to jail, 3 house in the car.
See, I have been married forever, so only time I really had those type of feelings and was like that is when it has something to do towards derogatory towards my spouse, my children. Like Mama Bear, reach out, the lioness. Well, I shouldn't have
You
been a
could say
lioness for him,
peekaboo.
huh?
You could say peekaboo, I'm ready to smack you.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
I mean, that's how I used to be. I'm not like that no more. Like you say peekaboo now, and I'm just be like,
Dang.
okay. But dang. Yeah, this is heavy. All right,
It is. Y'all gotta
people with
excuse me.
antisocial personality disorder go after what they want without considering the consequences for others or themselves, and without feeling any remorse or guilt. Why do I feel like this is similar to a situation that I just had with that Negro? We're not gonna call his name, but this is
Did you just have a
exactly
flashback?
I did. I really did,
Ooh,
because he really had no regard for how I feel. And he literally told me, I can't help how you feel. Bitch, what? Sorry, mama. What?
did you just bitch? Yeah,
Yeah.
it happens all the time. I seen your face reading that kind of slowly. He was like, I
Because
knew that
look,
was gonna strike. I knew that was gonna strike half a nerve this
I'm
evening.
replaying a
Y'all gotta
lot, but
excuse
that
me.
was the most recent. But I'm replaying a lot of situations where this has happened. Like you just really totally don't care how I feel.
Nope.
Okay.
And you see a lot of men like that, and not just men. You got women. You
Yeah.
just got people in general that don't really care about how you feel. They
And
said what they said.
and that's what it is. They did what they did, and you're gonna either accept it or you can keep it moving. Pretty much, that's how they feel. Like,
Yes.
and us being us, we gonna accept it and be like, oh, he'll do better. Oh, she'll do better. Oh, they'll do better. Or
Y'all gotta excuse me. Excuse me real quick.
that situation where they do something and then they come back to you as if nothing happened. Does that sound familiar? Hey, Janelle.
I lived that all my marriage, so you ain't saying nothing to me.
And
That's
y'all
just
know
like
I'm supposed to be angry all the time, ready to go off on people because that's why I was saying the other day. It don't take nothing but time to sit and listen to somebody. Listen. You never know how close somebody is from the edge, and you could be the one to push them over, and that can either cost you your life, them their life, or somebody else their life. Just listen.
Right. All it takes is a listening ear, and an ear that comprehends, not just listen, comprehending what that person is saying and what that person is going through. Now, if you're not in a position where you can do anything about it, the ear, the shoulder is the best thing ever. Now, um, can you be a psychiatrist to them? Probably not.
No,
But
maybe.
to be that ear, to be that chest, to be that shoulder, to be that hug, that's what a person needs to get it out. But if you can't be there, you can exit.
Mm. All right, so doctors diagnose antisocial personality disorder based on symptoms including disregard for consequences and for the regard of others and use of deceit and or manipulation to get what they want. That sounds like a sugar baby, sugar daddy situation. But that's neither here
Who
nor there.
who would know?
Anti Antisocial personality disorder is difficult to treat, but cognitive behavioral therapy and certain drugs may help lessen aggressive aggression and impulsive behavior. So we talk about it and then we dope you up. Is that what they saying? So in order for you not to have disregard for other people and their feelings and their safety, we have you talk about it, even though you don't care, and then we dope you up to make you feel like you care. That's like putting a band-aid on a wound and not allowing it to heal properly.
Mhm.
Like in order for a wound to properly heal, you have to rip the band-aid off and let the air get to it.
And antibiotics, all that kind of stuff that
Right.
antiseptics to go on there, wound cleaner. But if you don't want to try to help that person, yeah, that's how that is.
Okay. Let's see. Personality disorders are long lasting, persuasive patterns of thinking, perceiving, reacting, and relating that cause the person significant distress and or impair the person's ability to function. People with antisocial personality disorder may commit unlawful, deceitful, exploitative, and reckless acts for personal profit or pleasure without remorse. They may justify or rationalize their behavior. For example, they may think that losers deserve to lose. Okay, so y'all, like I'm sitting over here, like I remember a time my ex fiance, I was 17 when I got engaged. Um, and I moved out with my ex fiance. That's a whole different story. But I remember when I broke up with him, like I did something dumb. I ain't even gonna call it dumb. I don't regret what I did. So I let him take some Polaroids of me, and they were explicit Polaroids, but they were for his eyes only. So, being the sour grape that he is, because I'm not gonna call him, we're just gonna call him a sour grape. Being the sour Gilbert grape that he was, um, he took those Polaroids. We went to the same college. He took them Polaroids to the school and showed them to any and everybody that would look.
Let
So
me tell
you
you.
got my business. I'm spread eagle for you in these Polaroids, and you got my business out here in the streets. They already wanted me already, and you was mad about that. Now they really want me because you done showed them what I got. You done showed them as kitty. Then he went on the internet and went to one of my friends and I am them. Because back then we had the chat rooms, Yahoo chat rooms, and told him that if he wanted to, he'd send them pictures to him. Sir, what was you on? What was you on? I forgave him for that, but I don't rock with him because of that. Like if we could have just, broke up and it'd have been what it was, I think I could still be cool with him. But I let him on my social media because I want him to know, Birdie, I flew without you. I flew the coop
Mm.
without you, and I'm doing good. So it just, I never, I just can't wrap my mind around somebody doing something like that. Now, me exploiting myself for personal gain, for profit, that's different. Yeah, I did it. I do it
I didn't
again.
say nothing. I just
No, I'm not talking to you.
oh, that was
I'm talking to the
I
people.
thought you was
Yeah, I
talking
did
about
it and I
me.
do it again. It gets the bills paid. Now, it's some stuff I do. It's just I'm not gonna put Miss Kitty out there now. She off limits. But I am on the internet. You know, I got my OnlyFans, but ain't Miss Kitty ain't on there.
She on the internet.
Miss Kitty is not on the internet.
She no, I didn't say Miss Kitty. I'm
Oh
saying
no,
all I
ma'am, Miss Kitty is not on there. Mm-mm. Okay, let's go. Let's see. So
I'm trying to look too.
other disorders are also often present. These disorders include a substance use disorder, an impulsive control disorder, attention
Attention
deficit
deficit.
hyperactive disorder, ADHD, borderline personality disorder, and also most people with social antisocial personality disorder also have a substance abuse or all the other stuff that I just named. I don't know why my mouth is not working like it's supposed to today. Sorry, y'all. So let's talk about some of these causes of anti-social personality disorder. You know, when I first heard that, I was thinking of it as you know how people always say, "Oh, such and such is antisocial. They don't go nowhere. They don't talk to nobody or whatever." But when you really get down to it and you get to the science of it all, it has nothing to do with that. Yeah, I may be antisocial because I don't want to rock with you right now, but this is a whole different ballgame when you break it down to its science for real. Okay, so causes, genes, and environmental factors such as adversity during childhood contributes to the development of antisocial personality disorder. So, if you are one of those children that grew up and your parents, most of us though, most of our parents growing up, they disregarded our feelings. That's why now, as a parent, I learned from my parents' mistakes. I'm not saying all of my parents was like that. I had one I could come and talk to about some stuff, and it was okay. Now my other two parents say like, I said what I said, and that's what I said. But the one, you know, I could come to her and be like, "Hey man, such and such happened," you know, or this is what I have going on. Like I can still come to her today. Now my both of my moms, I can come to them today, and they don't disregard my feelings. The donor, I don't talk to him, so it don't even matter. Um, but that is what made me the parent that I am today. I always said I wanted to have an open door policy for my child. I want her to be able to come and talk to me about any and everything. And to this day, she don't just come talk to me about it. She talks to if you do something to her and it hurts her feelings or it makes her feel some type of way, she's gonna tell you.
Mhm.
She's gonna tell you. And if you don't want to listen, guess what? I'm finna sit there. You're going to listen because she has a voice. Kids have a voice. Children have a voice. But at the end of the day, they know that my parent is who's in charge and they ultimately have the last say, so they have the last decision to make. However, it is good, it is healthy to allow them to vocalize their feelings and to not feel disregarded. But that's just me. Y'all, if y'all are commenting, I can barely see the comments. I don't know what's going on with my stuff.
Her eyesight is going bad, but the line is open 407 632 3620. Oh shoot, 3627. Oh, if y'all want to talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Because my eyesight ain't bad. It's literally like doubling when people are watching. I seen two comments and that's it. But it like doubles when people. I need to probably just like uninstall the app and put it back on. But okay, moving on. So back to what we were talking about. Okay, so
Oh,
antisocial personality disorder is more common among first degree relatives, parents, siblings, and children of people with the disorder than among the general population. Risk of developing disorder is increased in both adopted and biological children of parents with the disorder. It's just like that. It's a generational curse. The cycle continues until somebody decides to break that cycle. I'm one of those people who recognize the generational curses and the unhealthy cycles in my family, and I wanted to break those cycles. So I learned, yeah, I had my child late, but I also learned, hey, it ain't cool to have a baby at 16 because I like
Did
to
you
party.
have your child late?
I had my child at 29.
I didn't have no child at no 16 though, but I got him out the way.
I mean, at least you, I mean, but you was legal though. I mean, I grew up, you know what I'm saying, going to high school. I remember my freshman year of high school, like some of the girls was pregnant. And I was just like, girl, what are you doing? Like, we got something to do. You can't do that with my baby. But I mean, you know, to each his own. We can't help what you do as a child. But a child raising a child, I didn't have time. I was too busy being a hot girl at the point. So yeah. Um, if children develop conduct disorder and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder or ADHD before they're 10 years old, they're more likely to develop antisocial personality disorder as adults. That sounds like bullshit. That really does. So if you're like, say your child just happens to have ADHD, like I know some people whose kids have ADHD, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to have the antisocial personality disorder. Like that's not fair.
Say something again.
Something again. You can't hear me?
You're
They can hear
lagging,
me.
and then it sounded like you were underwater.
Can y'all hear me? It's probably her internet. It ain't my internet. It's probably their internet.
Why I gotta?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're clearer now.
Okay. I seen it like doing something for a second. It ain't my internet because I ain't at home. And my internet is broke. My portable internet is broke. I gotta get a whole new hotspot. But anywho, all right. So conduct disorder involves a repetitive pattern of behavior that violates the basic rights of others and or age appropriate societal norms. Man, this chair moved and I got a flashback.
Move again. Just move again.
uh, let me just sit on the floor. I'm just playing. Okay, so some symptoms. People with antisocial personality disorders may express their disregard for others and for the law by destroying property, harassing others, or stealing. They may deceive, exploit, con, or manipulate people to get what they want, whether it be money, power, sex, or personal gratification. They may also use an alias to accomplish their goals. God, that sounds like me, but
Oh
not
my God, that sounds like my ex-husband.
not me. Like I don't. I have an alias.
Oh,
I have an
but
alias.
it kind of sounds like my daughter when my hair, like I told you, when my hair is red, my daughter calls me Jess. I don't have a personality thing, but
No,
that sounds.
me neither.
Want to use no other names. Go ahead.
All right. So, impulsive behavior. People with antisocial personality disorder are generally impulsive. They have difficulty planning ahead and considering the consequences for themselves or others. As a result, they may do the following: suddenly change homes or relationships or jobs with no plan for getting another, speed when driving and drive while intoxicated, sometimes leading to accidents, consume excessive amounts of alcohol, or take illegal drugs that may have harmful effects, commit criminal acts. So, y'all, a lot of this pertained to me back in the day. Back in my day, I really like, I'm seeing my history. Like, I can see my life in the past in this article. Like I literally um I was dancing and I was also a call girl. Um Anytime somebody send me a ticket, I'm gone. Like And my body knew, like, if I couldn't stay nowhere longer than 90 days, like, I would just up and move. And anytime that I stayed longer than 90 days, it's like my body knew, like, hey, it's time to get out of here. So I would have to leave. Like, I just felt the urge, like, it's time to go. Relationships, I don't think I had too many of those back then. I didn't. And the crazy part about it is, it's a lot of guys that I still like, they have contact, they have access to me via social media, and they have told me, like, you, like, pretty much shitted on me. Like, you told me, like, you ghosted me, or I really liked you and you never answered me, you never called me back. Um and that was selfish. Like, I back then I was just about, I gotta get you before you hit me. That's how I was. And at least I feel like I'm mature enough now to recognize that behavior and learn from it and know that it's not okay. It's not okay to treat people like that. Not even men. Like, men have feelings too. I always thought the man was heartless, so I was just like, I gotta be the same way. I gotta get you before you get me. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get in, get what I can, and get out. Period.
Right. Well, um, mm. So, and I could just like,
Yeah.
I just don't know. But uh, I don't know because you could
You
really
know.
make, I don't know, because like the conversations I had earlier today off of this subject, do people, I'm gonna go back. Do people think just because they're healed, you supposed to get over how they treated you?
No. I think that they are. They do. Like, a lot of people out there feel like, okay, I'm on my journey of healing, or
Right.
I'm healed from my past or my traumatic situation. So you should do the same, and you should be over it. But then also, there are those people who are on their journey of healing, and they realize they've wronged people, and that's when they go back to those people and say, hey, I'm on this journey and I apologize for the things that I've done to you. That type of, and that's the stuff that I was on at the time. Like, if somebody came to me and said, hey, you did this to me in the past, like, there is a guy who's on my Facebook page who is a really nice guy, and he told me, he was like, I really liked you and you just ghosted me. And back then I didn't care. I don't care. Like, you a dude. Like, so what? Get over it. But
No.
me now, because I felt like, because of the things that I have been through, that men don't have feelings. I literally was in a marriage with somebody who disregarded every feeling that I had. I could tell him, you hurt my feelings, or that made me, feel some type of way. And he'd be like, oh, you'll be all right. And he still does it to this day.
I understand that. I told you, 22 years, that was my marriage. And it got
So,
really worse towards the end. So a person discarding your feelings, your emotions, and you're thinking as you, or you get so built up with anger that you're always lashing out, regardless if it's that person or anyone around you or anyone that comes to you. Because when that person shows someone else genuine um, regards, then you're like, well, so what the hell is wrong with me? Why I
right,
can't get that same treatment? I can't get
right.
that same understanding. But they want you to be all right. You be all right.
You be out because you strong.
Oh yeah,
I had oh I had
that's
a
the best one right there because you're strong. Because
I
I
had a talk with my cousin. It was, I want to say it was last year, and she was like, "Why do people feel like just because I'm strong, I don't need help?"
hmm,
And I felt that. I felt that for her, because it's a lot of people that feel like, "Oh, you strong, you got it, you know what I'm saying, you'll be all right." And it's just like, those people need help too. If not anything, those people need the most help, because they too busy being
the
strong,
first.
not just for
Oh,
themselves, but for everybody else.
I had the wrong one. Um, hmm, I just, I just,
Y'all check on your strong friends, because they need help too. They need a hug. They need a listening ear. They need a drink.
I don't get
They
no hug. I don't get no drinks. I don't get no invites. because I'm strong. Did you almost fall
Sorry,
asleep?
y'all. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get comfortable because this chair hurt my rump shaker. But yeah, like they really like feel. I felt that like I felt so bad because I've been there before, and I felt like I honestly felt like that's how it was in my marriage. Like my husband, ex-husband, excuse me, felt like I was just so strong that I had been through so much, and I'm so strong because of the fact that I've been through so much that I'll be all right. You'll be all right. Really? Like
Nope. Because you're supposed to be the strong woman that I married. So you're supposed to take all what I dish out and be okay with it. You're supposed to be
no,
fine with it.
no,
Whew. That's
no.
all
It's
I can
not
think.
okay. Janelle, you're
Because
right. That is toxic. She said at some point we have to take the cape off no matter how strong we are. Girl. And usually it's in the comfort of our own company.
mhm,
It is in the comfort of our own company. You know, like it's so many times you want to go to your friends and just cry. And they be like, girl, why are you crying? You strong. You shouldn't be crying. I'm the one that should be crying. And it's just like,
I don't even want to be friends with that person no more if they say that to me. And you supposed to
yeah,
be my ace boon coon. You supposed to be there for me regardless. Either you gonna listen to me or let me go and soak in my own way. And don't bother me. Don't say I'm acting funny. Don't do just just let me go. I had I dropped you already know I drop a lot of friendships, a lot of associates because once I see you have a disregard for my feelings of what's going on with you, or you have a disregard towards me, period, or anything I have going on, that's it's a no go because especially when you're over 30 something, you should know better as a person because you have been through so much in life. Now I'm 46. Now I I'm not supposed to be here and be nobody's mama, nobody's talk about oh you you supposed to know. I'm not supposed to tell you how to treat me or whatever. If I'm treating you nice, you should reciprocate and do the
reciprocate.
same thing.
Yeah.
If I do you dirty, okay, I get it. I deserved it. But no, you got these people, they don't care.
Hey,
That's why I
Jimmy.
be so quick not to call nobody a friend. They I just like, oh no, I know them. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
I
all I
got
know.
y'all. We
I
got
know
the
'em.
original Miss Darby on here.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I got the mother, ex-mother-in-law on here. Janelle said, "You got this. You got this" is one of the biggest things that we all say to each other. Oh, you got this, and it's like, no, I don't have it, and no, we don't have it. Yes, we will have it, but at that moment, we don't have it. We
we
do not
need we
have
need
it.
some help. We need some support. It's something.
Right.
It's like no. And matter of fact, I said that to somebody today, but it was on. They posted gas is what $3 and something for premium gas, super gas, and so they posted that they spent almost $90 in gas. So this is my thing. I'm like, you
You
got it.
got it. Big spender.
Right. I said you got it. But only reason why I say you got it because you could buy some Louis Vuitton shoes, you could buy Gucci, you could do that. Gas ain't shit because you got to get from point A to point B. So gas ain't nothing.
Right. Now,
So to me, when I said that, and you're right, I'm like, you got it.
but emotionally, I use that as words of encouragement. I don't just say you got this.
That
I
one
back it up with
with a
XYZ. Like
justification.
this is how you do. So like I know one of my Facebook
Right.
friends was talking about she got in a car accident. She got to take her daughter to a cheer competition. She got anxiety and all this stuff. And I was like, you got this. Take a breather, you know, do what you gotta do to get your mind right.
Right.
And listen, pray, meditate, listen to yourself, listen to your that small voice in y'all. Listen to God, Allah, whoever it is
Right.
that you worship, you listen to what they have to say, they will point you in the right direction.
So when you hear the word, you got it. Make sure they backing up
Follow
and
it.
protecting and not just protecting, but putting your feelings in regards. You have to put that person feelings in regards. And if you don't, it's just like everything that we are reading is coming from a mental health group. But the thing is, from that research, these are really disorders for somebody that don't care about you. You know, you have people that in relationships and they just think it's fine. Oh no, he just said this. But those are red flags. That's flag on the play, buddy.
Oh yeah. Oh
Big time.
yeah.
I didn't, being young, dumb,
And
and
full
full
of
of cum. That's what I was. When I
yep.
first got married, I was in my early, well, I mean, like we were teenagers, early 20s. And trust me, I didn't know. I done got mushed in the face, hit, and I'm like, he just drinking. He just, been called a bitch and everything. All of that. But I was fine. I got the kids. So you're gonna be okay. It's all right. But that shit is not, it's not all right. It's not all right at all. So um when somebody starts disregarding you and they don't want to talk about it,
It's time to go.
you got decisions to make. I say go, but people
Get
want to
on.
sit there and try to make it work.
Get on before you get shit on. Y'all, so
My
okay,
kids
so
call them daddy. So what? Dude, nobody told you to make them kids call that damn man daddy. That they ain't their daddy. And not that if it's not their daddy, they shouldn't be calling that man daddy because you never know when you gotta go.
right. All right, so Tanya Darby said he was going through. We talking about my ex husband, y'all. This is his mama, his own mama. I should have
She
listened
has
to
the
her.
name of my auntie. That's my auntie's name, Tanya Darby.
I should have listened to her when she told me that he wasn't snot.
Wait, let me say this before you go into that. When the mama tells you to flee,
Listen,
flee, because my mother-in-law, she told me to leave my ex-husband. I left him, packed the kids up. He went to PT.
I did.
When he went to PT, I packed the kids up. My sister and her boyfriend, I paid for them a hotel and the U-Haul. They was waiting around the corner. When that joker went to PT, 6 a.m., I was out of there. Cleaned the whole apartment up. Deuces. I went to Florida. And when the mama tell you something, please listen because the son ain't right.
I didn't listen. I stayed. All right. So Tanya Darby said he was going through things himself. So you can't help a person that's hurting when you're hurting yourself, if that makes sense, which it does make sense.
Okay,
And
Miss Darby, I want to say this. We heard the term, we know the term hurt people hurt people.
right.
That's you make an excuse for a person that is purposely hurting someone else. So what about their feelings? Okay, because I'm saying so what now because they're hurting somebody. They know they're blatantly hurting someone else. So it's inflicting a wound on someone else. You inflicting your crap on someone else. So it's
We know. She
I
also
just
said, and right now, as of today, he still doesn't have his life together. This is why I
he
say he
needs some
looks
he
more
needs therapy, Miss
more than
Darby.
you ever know. Well, I believe you do know. I do
Miss,
know. He do need therapy. He
but
needs
I'm telling Miss Darby, I'm telling the mama, do an intervention with your son. Get him some help. If you didn't, you know what? You cannot make excuses for him
he
because
grown.
he got churn on churn on churn, and he got issues. That's just like you cannot. Boy, I want to go deeper than just way, but you know how my tongue goes sometimes, and I'm trying to be nice.
But that's what we
But
here for. Like we this is the purpose of my sister's house, to talk about these issues and to not sugarcoat it. Yeah, there's gonna be times when we're gonna talk about something and we just gonna have to flat out say what we gotta say, and they can either listen and
I try to be nice.
reciprocate what how they feel, or they could just leave. You know what I'm saying? This is something that we have to talk about. This is a part of my life. This is a part of her life. This is part of his life. There was times where she hurt me, and that's why we have the relationship that we have today,
Oh,
because I
when
was
you
hurt.
talk about in-law hurt,
That's a whole different
family
topic.
hurt, that's like church hurt. We got that's a whole nother
Yes,
topic. Y'all come back. We're gonna talk about
yes,
that on another episode because I got
yes,
church hurt, I got
yes.
in-law hurt, we got hurt, we hurt. That's the true thing. Hurt people, and it don't matter if you're a Christian or not, because my in-laws, so-called fakely Christians, their tongue is just as sharp as you think my tongue is, but in a Christian way.
The thing is though, our relationship, me and my ex mother in law, our relationship started off like we was like two peas in a pod. Like that was my ace.
That's how it
He
happened.
loved his mama, that was his ace, and then me and her, that was my ace. And then things happen, and I'm not going to get into it, but things happened, and it just took a turn for the worse. And I just was like, well, I
I mean, I'm listening to you, but look at me. I got 2.5 decades with a family,
I just got one.
and as soon as I decided to exit, it's all my fault. I did him wrong, but they don't know he's diagnosed. He's diagnosed by the psychiatrist bipolar, what do you call them? Antidepressants, all that stuff. So the family don't know that part.
They just said,
The family didn't know a whole bunch. What'd you say?
I was saying hey to Durcell, and my other laptop just died.
To who?
Durcell is
Oh,
on.
Darcel. Oh, you know what? I seen Darcel over here, but they, it goes beyond just the man.
She's gonna
It
call
goes.
me.
It's the family. The family. This
I
it stems from the family.
it definitely does because when we come into this world, we know nothing. We know absolutely nothing as infants. All we know is what we are taught in the households that we are brought up in. That is it. That is all. Period. Point blank. So we just gotta go off of what we taught. I put that number in because she said she was gonna call. She said, okay, now as she said, I used to talk to her plenty of nights and tell her how he was. She knew everything he was doing. I used to talk to her and say, why do you accept that? You could do better, but that's why I said if she's hurt and he's hurt, she put love first. I did tell her to let him go, and he's still doing the same stuff today and hurting other women. I did. I in
You
my eyes, love conquered all. I was a hopeless romantic. I still am. I love love, and I got married because I was in love. I That is the only reason why. Well, just because I could have sex and didn't have to work in my mama house, didn't have to work because at the time I was living with my mom. But my main reason for getting married was because I loved him. I was in love. I accepted the kids before me. I accepted the one that was on the way that she told me about, but he was lying about. I accepted that baby, but I was like, after this, I can't do no more babies. Like, I accepted all of that. Do you have the other phone?
it's right here.
Okay. I accepted all of that because I loved this man. You know the term, I loved him even down to his dirty drawers. I loved him down to them funky armpits.
Funky draws, funky feet, all of that good stuff.
All of that.
Darcel.
Okay. Darcel said because they seen them all their lives and watch us progressively manifest into the type of person that they are. That's it. That's it right there. That is it. Like
That's how they get the thought in their mind. It's okay because they were not disciplined. They were not told, they were not punished. They were not disciplined to the point where and even if they did think they got over on something, you still supposed to discipline them and let them know, hey, like this is not right. You're not supposed to do this, and talk to them. But see, parents didn't do that kind of stuff back then. You know how I treat my kids. My kids are 27, 24, and 18. Now, my kids to this day, they come to me. They come to me first before they even go to their daddy because they don't need it. I don't even know what they know. I don't even know. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't even know. But my kids and I are like this, and it's just like they know I'll go outside their head, grown or not. Hey, I call a woman at a certain time. And it's just like you still have to guide. Oh, that's just him. That's what he do. No, that's her. That's how she do. No, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. What you're supposed to be doing is still guiding them. Although they are adults, you guide them to the right path.
You can't do.
You can't force them to drink, but you just guide them and show them what to do and how to do it.
Yeah, he didn't want that help. I know his mama be trying to talk to him. He he disregards. When I say he disregards everybody, every woman, I like for the life of me, I want to know like who hurt you so bad that you have disregard, not just for us, but your mama. Your mama, dude. You don't even respect your mama, and if you don't respect your mama, that means you're not gonna respect me. And he didn't. He didn't. Like I just, I
That's
don't.
how that's how you get it in the beginning. When you find out who are they respect, if they don't have no high regards for their mothers or the key player women in their lives, grandmother, mother, the close
Sister.
auntie, and all that kind of stuff, if they disregard them or they call them by their first name or they don't show them the utmost, the utmost respect, and they think they're doing things out of um oh, I just have to do it. No, you're supposed to do it because you're genuinely doing it. Not because somebody told you or somebody asked you to do it. You know you got to go out there and take out the trash. You know you got to go out there and rake them leaves. You know what you're supposed to do. But they don't have I should have picked that game long time ago. But we don't because we be so into we be digmatized. We're digmatized and we go for what was said to us or try to make things look good for somebody else.
It wasn't
F
even.
looking good, go get a dildo or play
It
with
was.
yourself.
It was
I
the
don't do
mouth.
neither. But I'm just saying, if you just need that bad,
Go and get you one of them. Stick it on the wall with the suction cup. Stick it in the shower.
well,
Suction cup. Hey man, that's less work on the wrist. You know I got carpal tunnel.
hey, I got carpal tunnel, but that's
Right?
because that's the only way I could do it. I should have sued my ex-husband for this right here. Okay? Right there.
No.
we,
All right.
we got a call. Hello.
Yeah. Hey, when I was saying, as far as Booty being hurt, that wasn't me trying to say it where it's okay for what he did to you. I told you day one when I met you what type of person Booty was. It was your choice to stay with Boone or to leave Boone. I remember many a times Booty did things at Burt Knox that hurt you. And we sat a many a nights and we talked. And I told you, I said, no one deserves this. He has a woman right now he's treating bad. Am I proud of what my son does? No, I'm not. I'm not proud at all. But he's a man, and I'm a woman that don't know how to raise a man. I how to raise a young man, but I don't know how to raise a man. I cannot sit and tell him as a mother or as another woman. I could tell him, what you're doing is wrong. Why don't you stay single? You don't need these women that are good to you. I used to tell him all the time, you were the daughter-in-law that I wanted. Now, the situation between me and you, your co-host said, that's a whole other story. Because I was wrong, dead wrong for the way I did you. And I apologize in more ways than one. But I'm not going to try to make excuses for what I did. I was going through a divorce. I was hurting. I lost my best friend for whatever reason it was. So, yes, I triggered a lot of people. I acted up towards a lot of people. I'm an alcoholic. I was drinking left and right. So, yes, the things I did to him, that did to people, I hurt them. And like I said before, like I said with Booney, hurt people. And that's what I was doing. I wanted people to feel my pain because I didn't know how to control it. But as far as it goes with Boone, I'm not making no excuses for him. I told him all the time, you're going to meet that right one that's going to show you what that pain feels like. And when you do, I hope you can handle it. Because there's going to be someone out here that is going to hurt him. It's just a matter of time. He's 34 right now. I guarantee you, before that man hits 40, somebody going to break his heart bad. Like he broke the most important ones in his life, which is you. I don't have anything bad to say about the other women that he dealt with, but you were the only one that I genuinely loved. But I was just a damaged person myself. Very damaged. I was going through a lot back in them days. And sometimes I sat down to talk to you about it. So I'm not saying what he did. No, as a mother, I love my son to death. And you know this, Kitty. You know I love Boone. But What I don't do is support him in what he does to women. And I never teach him. He's his father's clone.
Mhm.
He is his father all over again. The only thing I can commend that man for is, and that I don't know of, is that he doesn't beat women.
Mm-mm.
Now he don't put his hands on them, but he
Mm-mm.
hurts them in all different other ways that they don't want to be hurt. I think a woman would probably say, "Well, damn, if I can have you to myself and you can love me the way I love you, I'll take the ass whooping," which would be dumb because I wouldn't do that.
I know exactly what you're saying right there. That
Exactly, because a lot of women that dealt with my son, know he's a lovable man, but he just don't know how to love one woman. He don't know how to be faithful and true to one woman. And he'll say himself he don't know why. But when you get them good women in your life, those are your queens. Those are the ones you respect. Those are the ones you treat like gold. They're never supposed to know. I always told my son, you never let your left hand know what your right hand's doing.
right there. I was raised just like that.
Period. You don't. But Kita knows what I did as far as her. I blame myself for everything that young lady went through from 2008 till she got it together in Kentucky. I blame myself for her doing the promiscuous stuff she did, living the life she lived, going to live with strangers. Portion of the stuff that I heard about that baby, I blame myself for it. Because if I'd have held on tight to her and kept her in my life with me, because she was a daughter to me that I can't even really, and it's sad to say, but I didn't even have that relationship with my own two daughters like I had it with her. She meant the world to me, everything. And when I heard her, I've never right now till today as I speak got over that pain. I still carry that pain inside of my body because she doesn't talk to me anymore. She doesn't. And I tell my son every single day, when I get old, she's still the one I want to stay with. Because I don't believe she has a bad bone in her body. She's a tough young lady, but I don't think she has it out to hurt anybody.
She doesn't.
And I've known Kita since she was in her early 20s. She was sitting in my living room with a mini skirt on, and I was coming from dropping my daughter off at school. I didn't even know who she was. Had spent the night. But she took care of my grandbaby and loved him as if she was his own.
Right.
And he was her own. So taking up for Booty is something, no, I would never do. Never do that. Because she has been hurt. She has truly been hurt. Truly been hurt. But listening to her talking, I'm just pointing at the phone and she's saying stuff and I'm like, oh God, I know she's talking about Boo. I know she's talking about Boo. But then when she just let go and when she made her comment, if you can't take it, you know you can leave the site. She right. But
Right.
she know the bad stuff he did, I would never support that. Ever support that.
Now,
And she
oh, I'm sorry. Just by you saying that, that means a whole bunch because most parents, most in-laws, mothers won't say a word.
no.
They won't say a word because my sister-in-law told me, I got to deal with it. Just deal with it. And we're still in the household. So saying
And
that,
I bet you that was Shamir. I can only imagine it being Shamir because Tamir hurts so bad right now. Tamir hurts is not as bad as you. And she's still with the baby daddy. She just divorced him. Still off and on. But I bet it was Shamir because Shamir is so cold-hearted. Shamir has
she think of
no
you.
she don't have no feelings inside of her. She don't. Shamir, you could be hurting, literally hurting, and Shamir will say, "Oh, you'll be okay. Just get over it. Get up and brush it off." You don't even know what I've been through. You don't even know the pain. Shamir's the same way. Somebody gonna hurt her one day too. Watch. These are my kids, and I love them to death. And Kitty, you know I love the ground they walk on, but the truth is the truth.
Right.
And I know what you've been through in this episode. I just happened to be sitting here at work eating my lunch, and I was like, wow, this is an episode that I have to speak on because I feel her pain. And this might be my way of telling her how much I miss her and how sorry I am because I'm not that person, and you know I'm not that person. I give you the clothes off my back and the shoes off my feet. But I'm not going to say I haven't been through a lot of pain in my life from birth. From birth, I've been through pain. I got a mother that lives not nowhere right next to me and hates my guts. So my pain still goes. But if I know I've been around somebody or I love somebody, I'm gonna let that person know. And everything I ever did, as far as hurting you, I still hurt for it today. Still hurt for it. Because I could have been a part of your life. The rest wouldn't even be, they would be a non-existent right now because you would still be here had I fought hard enough to keep you here and not push you away. And I apologize from the bottom of my heart. I apologize for it. In more than one ways. I call your daughter my grandbaby, and I don't care if it wasn't from my son. That's just how much love I have for you. Anything that you produced and brought into this world, I love it just as much as I love you, if not more. And that's just how I've always been. But I know he's not a good man. I know he's not. But he's hurting. He is. I can say that. He is truly, truly hurting. And I think the only woman that understands him and loved him, truly loved him, was you. Only you. And I'll say that I'll get on national TV and let all these chicks hear it. You are the only one that carry that last name. And I'm praying to the good Lord up above nobody else gets it. Hard. At least let me be dead and gone already. But I'm not gonna take y'all's time up. I just wanted you to know, sweetheart, that that's my son, and yeah, I'm sorry. He is the man he is. He is, and I don't condone nothing he does. Nothing.
I appreciate you calling in because you just said some stuff from my heart, but it hmm it that that meant a lot to
Because I've
someone.
been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for you to have a show where I could express myself. Because everybody goes through pain and you can't brush it off. You can't brush pain off, or you can't tell a person, oh, you're going to be okay. Just get up, brush it off, and keep it moving. You're strong. You don't know how strong people are. Like you said earlier, that person might need that one talk that took them over the edge. They might have just needed that one talk from that one person that took them completely over the edge. And no matter what, my love for you will never stop. It will never stop. And I don't want to go into it with tears and everything because this is not what I called for. I called to let you know and your co-host to let her know that I was not defending Booney because I know I know how Booney is. I know how Booney is. I know what type of dude Booney is. And I've seen Booney hurt people. Some I don't care. I'm okay with it. But you, I was never okay with. Never. Me and you were like two peas in a pie. Like I said, you was the daughter that took the place of the two that I have. You understood me. You was always there for me. You talked to me. You let me cry a million times, drunk crying on your shoulder. And what I did hurt me probably more than it hurt you. Because you were the only person that I had a relationship with. Out of everybody in the whole world, you were the only person I had a relationship with. As a mother-in-law, as a daughter, as a best friend. Everything. And when you got cold and distance towards me, I just asked God one day to bring you back because I don't know what to do. I keep you, when I have social media, I add you in on it just to be able to see that beautiful face and that beautiful smile. But I don't know, baby. All I can say is that just don't ever in your life think that I don't love you. We don't have to worry about Booney. He'll be okay. Let's say that to him. He'll be okay.
Oh God. Oh.
Because I tell him a lot of times, you'll get over it. You'll be okay. You reap what you sow. But yeah, this just happened to be one that I said I had to chime in.
Appreciate you calling in and making both of us cry. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that much on here.
I tell you, I didn't mean it.
Oh God.
I haven't heard you guys speak on nothing that has to do with hurt and pain. And I was waiting for you know, I watch them sometimes and then I pop off and pop on and pop off. But today was the hurt and pain one. And I was like, Jesus, you just answered my prayers. You just answered my prayers, Jesus. I said, here we go. And it mostly wasn't about Booney. We calling for me. It's true. To Stop painting that picture. Stop painting that picture right there. No, 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 no. I'm not defending him, and she knows I'm not. I'm talking to the phone. Like, oh no, I'm not defending him. That's a long shot. He hurt my baby. No, when you hurt my baby, you know you gotta pay. And he'll say today, you still love her like she's your daughter. Yes, I do. I do. And I thank you for being able to help me keep in contact with her. He's like, Kita good. Yeah, I know she good. Doing a lot better than you too. Little do you know.
Yeah.
But thanks, ladies, and you know, I ain't never changed. I just was going through some things, that's all, and I didn't know how to handle it. And I am grown enough, 50, get ready to be 57 years old Saturday, and I can say that I have made the biggest mistakes in my life, and you're one of them. You're one. Losing you took a lot out of me. A lot. Because there's a many a nights that when I didn't have nobody else, I had you. I remember riding in my cars drunk, but okay, I'm not going into that. It's all in the session.
Right, we'll make an episode for you.
Yes. The crazy mother-in-laws. All
I
right, my love, I
appreciate it.
just let you know that. And you know, as long as you still a Darby, you're gonna forever be a Darby in my life.
She's branded with Darby, ma'am, so I believe
Exactly.
it's on us.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's what makes me love her even more, because she ain't cover up that name. She carries it and kept it. Hey, that's right. She will always be a Darby. That's one black woman right there that can carry that name very well. Nobody else will get it. She was the first and the last. And praying she'll be back in to get it back again.
Now I'm gonna have to laugh on that one. I don't know now. Right.
I'm gonna get that name back so bad. I do. I pray God gives him another chance with her. Just one more chance with her before I close my eyes and go to sleep.
He might be Charles, ma'am, by the time he give it right. And then she might be what was that movie from Tyler Perry? He might be Charles, and she might have to throw him in the tub. She might, you know.
I don't know trouble.
Right. He didn't came $1 short and a day late. Okay.
Let's pray on that one. I don't know. I can't say I didn't travel their whole life, so I don't know like what scarred her so bad with him. Me, myself, as a mother, I would say the women, but of course, because I've been down that road. But I don't know what scarred her so bad, and her and I haven't talked in years. So I really don't know what made her give up that last name. And when she's ready, soon she'll tell me. But I don't know, the love they had. I just thought she could be the one to change him. I thought she could be the one to make him better, because they were like Bonnie and Clyde.
Sound like me and my ex-husband, but you could be Bonnie and Clyde, but it's like I always give the analogy, that puzzle piece that is missing and it's just not fitting right.
Yeah.
It just didn't fit right. You know, you can look good, be ride or die, all that, but it's a piece that's missing.
Yeah.
And you can't force it.
Yeah.
She forced it long enough.
Yeah, she did.
I commend her for that, because any babies on me, I think mine would have been castrated.
Girl, I'd have left, which I told her to do. The ninth one, or is it the 10th one, or whatever it was?
Yeah.
There shouldn't have been none made within the marriage.
Right.
And she wasn't making none. She waited till after the marriage. Well, at least she waited.
Yeah, it's a bullet that was dodged, probably for a reason. I don't know, but she couldn't, bearing that pain all over again, just carrying a child with somebody that has no regards. That's the worst.
Boomy, and this is just me speaking. I know everybody, especially Keita. She will say in a minute, you're gonna always say him. But I, in my heart, believe he loves her to death. I do. I believe he loves her with all his heart. Boom just don't know, like I said, how to be a one woman's man. He don't. He don't. I don't know what it is. And I talk to him sometimes to ask him, you know, what is it? When are you going to fall in love with that one woman? And can it be Keita? And
It's
he
just
just
so many.
laughs. He's
Just
like,
so
she
many
don't
out there.
love me no more. Well, do you blame her? Change.
You
Make
know,
it different. Show her you could be a different person.
right.
Do you want me back, Keita?
Huh?
Just say it.
Do
Just
I
look that
want?
in on you.
Do I want? No, ma'am. I do not want your son back. I love you, but I'm good.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Because you had said the same thing about my situation with my ex, how he loves me and regretting because my ex got remarried. And he still does the same thing he was doing and
Yeah.
more when he was married to me. So now I'm on the outside looking, I can see it. And I get
Yep.
people to tell me all the time, can you tell your ex-husband to stop inboxing me? And I'm like, could y'all call his wife? I'm not his wife no more.
Exactly.
I'm not his wife no more. I can't tell that man nothing, but I do shoot him a message. I'm like, hey, look, stay out of people I know inboxes or people who
Exactly.
know me that stops me in the store and be like, hey, look, I feel a type of way because your ex-husband, girl, tell his wife. Don't tell me. Just like y'all used to do me back then. Don't tell me now. Go and tell his wife. I'm not his wife no more. He's not my problem. I got rid of that issue so I can have peace.
That's
So,
I'm just a mother, and that's what I'm going through with the two out here. And they're both dumb. Both of them are very dumb women. And I've told them to the face so far. It's got to the point so far is this one he would now. She the first one in life I ever want to put my hands on. I'm not. That's somebody's
she
child.
sound
So I'm
like
not gonna
me.
say I hate her, but I do not like that child. I don't like her a little bit. She don't come over. I tell her don't come over my house. Please don't call me mom. Stop calling me that. And I've been trying my hardest to get them to break up. I do. I talked about Keita one day so bad. Ooh, I went to that house. Oh boy. It just got in me. And I went through there saying how much I love Keita, how much I miss Keita, how much I hate Keita. I messed up with Keita, and I wish I could have Keita. I mean, Keita's ears, nose, eyes, everything should have been itching, literally itching, because her name just kept coming out of my mouth. She just pushed me to that point. And I was like, yeah, that's why she made that wifey part. She got that wifey. And little do you know, she's still wifey today. As long as she tattooed Darby, she's still a wifey.
She gonna cover. You keep saying that she gonna cover it up.
Please don't, please don't. Please don't. Okay, I'm out. No, please do that.
Oh Lord, Miss Darby, you funny.
That hurt my heart. I did. I was just so angry. I just don't like this girl. I don't. She's not for him. She's not. She's not for him at all. I wish she could just fall off the face of the earth. I had to move out because it wasn't me putting her out because I was in her place. But honey, if that was mine, she'd have got worse than what Keita got. I'm about to
Hmm.
through her the dumpster.
Oh Lord.
She's just so disrespectful. That's one thing I could say about Keita. She was never disrespectful. She's a very well respected young lady. I don't care what I did. She never was disrespectful. Ever was disrespectful to me. That girl learned a lot by me talking to her. A lot. And I literally hated my son for the way he did her. I literally hated Boom. Because I was like, you always let the good one get away. But hey, now he look what he's going through. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because grass ain't always green on the other side. That's what I told Patrick Quincy Foreman.
It's artificial grass,
Girl, listen.
and they gonna
Not
stay
I know.
artificial.
All right, ladies. I enjoyed talking to you.
You,
Thank you.
same here. Thank you for calling.
You know I love you more than life itself, baby girl.
I love you too.
I'm always here. I know you'll never come to me, but my door is always open for you. Always. And my grandbaby.
Thank you.
Don't you ever forget that.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, ladies, you have a blessed night.
All right, you too.
Uh-huh.
All right.
All right, y'all. So I did not come up with this topic, thinking that I was gonna need a roll of tissue because I ain't got no
Girl,
Kleenex.
I
I
had
came on here. I didn't even think that I wasn't thinking about this. I didn't think that this was going to happen. But this is like real raw and relevant. This is what we do. This is the whole purpose of having this platform, is to let y'all know we going through stuff, y'all going through stuff, and y'all are seeing firsthand my life unfolding in front of your eyes. So thank you to my previous mother-in-law. I ain't got no another one right now. Y'all, this show was.
this
I
was
want to say
really
this is one of our
insightful.
best shows. This is an emotional breakthrough. My feelings are,
It's touched right
yeah,
now. Mm.
yeah.
Shit, she touched mine, and the mother was like, "Hell, big dog, don't cry."
Right. I was like, I can only hold this in for so long, and it's just because of the replay of everything that happened. 12 years, y'all. 12 years. So we went way over our time. I'm
Woo,
sorry.
cha
Cha
cha!
Cha,
I'm
I
so
love you.
sorry.
I'm sorry, but it was something that needs to happen.
We had
Apparently
to hash that out a little bit.
God intervened, and he made sure that it happened. So y'all can check us out on Facebook, YouTube, IG, My Sister's House 100.
You gonna put us on the
My
thousand
sister's,
now?
My Sister's House 100. Make sure you
Yes.
download the 99.9 Urban Scene Radio app so you can hear us on there as well. Make sure y'all come to Vegas.
Who's doing
Meet
something on the 20? What is the thing? Look, we're gonna be in
The
Vegas from
meet and greet
20.
is on the 23rd, and
Okay.
the actual gala is on the 25th. So come meet and greet us. Come give me a hug. I know it's COVID. Somebody need a hug. I give good
I
hugs.
bring the plastic.
Yeah, I got I mean, we're gonna have our mask on. I'm gonna be, but y'all come see us. Come check us out in Vegas. April. We gonna change our flight to
We
come
did. We
early.
changed our flight. It was April 22nd to April 25th. We will be
Yeah,
in Vegas. Come out and hang out with us. Get your tickets. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Make it's a good weekend. Good
Yes, it
weekend
is.
trip. Come on.
It's
Hey, if you
it's a
need
grown
somewhere to
up
stay,
weekend.
if you need somewhere to stay, I got rooms with Westgate Resort, $99 for the whole weekend. So, or $199. What a voucher! So therefore, y'all can come. Y'all can come. Just hit me up. Hit
You
me
just
up and
can't
get your
come stay in
ticket, get
our
your
room.
room. We work it
Get your
out.
own room. She just
Most
might
importantly,
get a
get
discount.
the whole get the plane ticket.
Right.
I'm telling them everything else. Get on the plane first. Oh my goodness. All right.
We
So
thank y'all at My Sister's House for tuning in
thank
with us. And I'm your host, Summer Rain, and my co-host, Miss Touche. Without her, none of this would be possible. So now it's time to say
say
goodbye
goodbye
to
to
all
all our company.
company. MYSTERS.
M. Oh, I was about to say M. HOUSE. Wait a minute, y'all. I just completely that just blew over my head. I'm going straight to the Mickey Mouse Club. Oh shoot, Mickey Mouse Club. Okay, I was trying to
All right.
get Mickey Mouse.
Good night. We love y'all.
Bye.